right. All right. Good morning, everyone. Let's get this bread. Give me a second to get this screen going. Here, let's go. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, all right. Let me just size this up. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Struggling here. Here, I'm going to take this down real quick. Here, let's. I'm still here, though. Market opening in 1 minute. To anyone who swung that Intel play that we had, hey, we're doing kind of nice on that. All right, here we go. Now it's moving. Let me just shift this into place. Get this going. All right, there we are. There we are. So, all right, so here we are. Market just opened, 8:30. Starting off with a $100 account. Let's see how we're doing on that Intel put we had. Right now we are up just about 80%. I'm going to lock in profits. It very well could come back down, but we took that trade from we bought in at 78, sold out at 127. So cool right there. Yeah, I kind of like to start my day locking in profits. And I'm going to here zoom out a little bit to the 15-minute chart. Hey, top of the morning, Oliver. Top of the morning. Okay, so yeah, we're on the 15-minute chart for everything. Let's see if we can. We just took profits. Oh, let me get rid of that. And let's see how things are going. So the first thing I wanted to kind of take a look at is we have support down here on the SPY at about 550. Should we lose that level, we're probably going to keep coming down. I already took profit on Intel, so we're going to just ride that for now. And I'm going to watch the trend on Nvidia, see how we do. I'm going to turn on the EMAs 1348 and see if we continue to ride down. Here, let's see if I can get a question going real quick. Oh, it pushed it off to the side. All right, we got a question going in. We got a poll going in. I'm going to need y'all to answer. I think yesterday y'all were right. Everyone chose red. Let's see how y'all do today. Is the market going to close red or green? I would say so far since we've been doing this on the stream, we've been pretty accurate. All right, so right now 50-50. Let's look at some of the things kind of, okay. So we broke support on Palantir. Oh, we got the Dixie selling off, so that's kind of a little bearish. Or that's kind of a little bullish. See, SPY, I'm going to continue to look at NVIDIA right here and see kind of what comes of this trend. If anyone sees anything interesting, any interesting charts or anything like that, let me know. Because, okay, the SPY is getting some buying. Oh, no, not. Yeah, the SPY is getting some buying pressure. I'm going to actually cut out on my. If you're in the Discord, you saw I grabbed some puts on NVIDIA towards the end of the day. I'm going to sell out of those. Alert the Discord. Yeah, so we took profit on those NVIDIA puts. Not a bad start to the day. Let me check my day trade status. It looks like the SPY is buying up. Yeah, it's still very, very early with the SPY. I don't personally have any involvement with the SPY right now. But as of right now, kind of filled that gap in from last night. All right, let's go on the 4 hour. Yeah, so we already closed in that gap that we had on the SPY from last night. Intel's trying to run it up. The VIX looks like it's cooling off on the morning. Drop down to the 5. On the lower time frames, though, the SPY is bullish, and the next area I would really watch for a reversal is kind of going to be up here at this 554 resistance. So we'll kind of just watch that, sit here, chill, take our time. Now I'm just looking out. Let me zoom out to the 4 hour. Slow down, see how things are looking. Turn those EMAs off real quick. All right. So one thing that I saw was we had some liquidity right here to be swept. So understand that is a possibility. What else? Here, let's leave NVIDIA up over here. As of right now, NVIDIA is still respecting this trend line. Maybe I should have held it longer, but we'll see how it does at 104. If it breaks 104, it's probably coming to 100. Maybe back down to this. I've already kind of tested that. And just give it a little time. All right, so one thing that I was kind of curious about was Palantir. So Palantir, I want to take a look at this on a lower time frame, see how it's looking. See if we end up crossing back up, because Palantir came below its trend line. Here, let's see if they can get back in there. But I was thinking this would be a good level of resistance to kind of play downside on it. PayPal was like one of the only things that was holding up. And from about here, PayPal support is going to be about $70. So this may not be the worst area to look for a short on PayPal. But also turnaround Tuesday is a real thing. So looking at the Dixie, we are kind of, let's see. Yeah, we are kind of selling off on the Dixie, which leads me to be bullish. So I'm kind of wanting to just wait and see what we have coming through. Let's see. Let me see what time we have the data coming through. Today, Wednesday. So we get job openings. Here, let's see. Yeah, we get Jolt's job openings in 20 minutes. So yeah, we'll wait for that before we really do anything. We'll probably see some volume come in. Hey, what's up, James? Yeah, what's good, James? Welcome. Glad to have you here. All right, so far most everyone is saying, or the majority is saying, we're going to close red today. All right, we'll see about that. Here, let's go back. All right, let's go look at the SPY. We kind of, it's a pretty solid candle on the SPY right here. I'm going to get rid of this trend line. See what this looks like on the 5. Go to the 15. Turn on the EMA. Yeah, so we just got to cross the upside on the 5-minute chart. That's a solid little pop right there. I want to look at the Qs over here. Yeah, that's an even more solid pop on the Qs. All right, NVIDIA. Okay, this is going to be something right here. See how NVIDIA does at this trend line. NVIDIA running back up again. Yeah, because last time we had that drop, I bought some Tesla, I bought some NVIDIA, I might have bought something else. Let me see. But I know I was up I think I was up a solid 18% on the Tesla where I bought it from. Here, let me see. But yeah, I had a nice little pop from when I bought them. Yeah, I bought Tesla, NVIDIA, and PayPal the day we had that little drop, and next day I was up pretty big on it, so don't sleep on that fact. So looking at NVIDIA, Let's move up to the 15. Yeah, it looks like we could have swept some liquidity right here, or even on like a higher time frame. This looks like a sweep of liquidity. Maybe we'll come up here, retest this like 107, see how that does. And if we catch a full candle above, hey, could be lights out. Next level of resistance going to be up here around like 114. Okay, PayPal looks like it's heading back up. Okay, so we caught some resistance up here at the trend line on the SPY, on the Qs. Do I trade with cash account or margin? So I trade with margin accounts, and the reason I trade with the margin account is because there are some strategies and just different things you can do with the margin account. And I'm not someone who necessarily likes to day trade every day. I consider myself more of a swing trader. So with that, I'm of the mindset if I'm going to make day trades, it's going to be less than 3 a week per account. And then if I really want to make day trades every day, I have 3 in the Robinhood, 3 in the Moomoo, and yeah, I'll usually try to spread it between those. And then my other accounts I really just kind of use to actually invest and hold shares. So when it comes to options and like trading, I do that all in Moomoo and Robinhood. And then if I'm really up on a position, I'll usually just kind of make it free, so I can stay in the trade and keep that going. All right, so Nvidia looks like it is broken past this trend line on the 15. On the 4 hour, I wouldn't say so much, but here, what I'm about to do right here is I just grabbed the Fibonacci tool. I have it set a certain way, but I'm going to draw a golden pocket as kind of a target. So I'm drawing this to the bottom of the move from the top. And as of right now, this is kind of like just looking at this whole move from whenever we kind of really aggressively sold off. I would kind of target this area as a first kind of pullback area if this really ends up running and continues past here. So from that area, if I were looking for another short, that would be where I consider grabbing it at. But we'll have to see how we hold up right here, because still have pretty good resistance. Yo, can you share your thoughts with SPY? So right now with the SPY, honestly, just because we're at this 550 level, I would expect us to at least kind of come up and test this 554 level. 550 is an area where there's a lot of buyers. As you can see, there's a lot of buyers here right now, but also we sold off pretty heavy, so we'll kind of have to see how things go. But as of right now, the way things are, I would expect us to buy things here, buy up here. That's why I closed all my shorts, but I'm really not sure. So I'm kind of just holding off, watching. Like I took profit on the Intel put we grabbed on the $100 account yesterday. Um, yeah, took profit on that, and in my larger account, I grabbed a call on Nvidia along with puts, closed out of the puts, still holding on to the call. So yeah, looking at the SPY, the first level of resistance, if we get past this 552 and hold, next level I'm looking at is like 554, 555. And honestly, right now with the strength that we have on this, with the strength we have right now, like while we're at this, on this 5 minute chart, I would kind of just right now just watch for this trend right here and see how we do, and watch for a break on it. I would, like, if we pull back to this line, I would use that as an entry, and then from there, once we get like a break or like a retest, that's when I would close it out. But as of right now, it's not anything I'm too advanced. All right, you're very knowledgeable. I lost like 100 yesterday on a call on SPY. Appreciate that. It's like I lose money too. It really just comes down to how what was I gonna say? Really just comes down to how it comes down to your mental. Like once you understand the basics of like analyzing the trend and whatnot, it comes down to your psychology. That's gonna be the big part of trading. I need to make sure I'm well rested. I need to make sure I'm well taken care of. Like this morning, went to the track with my wife before I got on and streamed today. So it's like right now I'm taking when my health is good, when I'm taking care of myself, my mental's good, and things typically go well. Oliver, not a realtor. I can't trade options on Moomoo. Bro, I just made a video. I'm gonna publish it. I legit made a video about it yesterday, and the same thing happened to me. You said you can't trade options on Moomoo. You got hit with a 3-month ban because of the good faith violation. All right, so I made a video. Here, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. I'm going to make it unlisted. I have it on YouTube. I haven't like made a thumbnail or anything yet, but if you want to watch it, I'm going to drop the unlisted link, and honestly, I can just tell you what I did. Pretty much there's this, it might be easier if you see it, but you can go in the app and you only can do this once every 180 days, but the same thing happened to me legit like this last Friday, and they actually overturned it, and I got my day trades back. So let me go to my YouTube studio, and we will. I'll try to publicize, or I'll at least drop the link here. Okay. Then I'm gonna hit copy. And yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna drop the link right here in the chat, just in case you wanna. All right, so I just dropped that message in the chat. I would definitely say check that video out when you get the chance. It's real quick. It's only like 3.5 minutes, and I did some really simple stuff, and they let me. I didn't have to email them or anything. I saw something on the screen, and they it was like a second chance. I was like, okay. All right, so going on, yeah, looking at the SPY, looks like it's still following this trend on the 5 minute. We kind of had a pullback where you could have entered right here about 157 while I was talking. But yeah, let me drop to a lower time frame on Nvidia real quick. Okay, so yeah, it's looking like we get some data in about 5 minutes after this candle closes on the 1 hour. That could be a potential sign for upside go on the on what's I gonna say on Nvidia. Hey, no problem, Oliver. Appreciate seeing you here in the chat. Hey, always nice having you around, man. Tesla kind of doing some movement today. Let's check the chart on Tesla real quick. Ooh, Tesla. Oh, that's the 5 minute chart. But hey, still looking good. Let's go to the 4 hour. That's a nice 4 hour candle. Let's see. Tesla's been in this really ugly, choppy kind of trend. Here, let's go up to the weekly. Even on the weekly, it's been kind of ugly. Right now, it has its the trend has changed positive on the weekly for Tesla. Kinda. Right here looks like this is more internal structure. So we need to make another high, but how often do I go live? So Casey, this is it's kind of new, but I'm trying to do it every day. I want to do it every day. I think I like this more. I think this is a great way for me for anyone that's really willing to sit on here. I think this is a great way for me to kind of disperse knowledge and kind of just, it also helps me out because yesterday that Intel trade I took, I would not have taken that trade if someone didn't point out to me, hey, Intel looks interesting, and we got some good money with that trade from yesterday. So I try to go live every day, but I already know like next Monday, for instance, I'm probably not going live because I'll be coming back from Houston. But okay, Oliver, ain't gonna lie, ever since I started hopping on the same plays as you, I've been profitable. Eventually want to get to the point where I'm confident on my own data input. Hey, 100%. That's what we want to get to. Yeah, I also feel like y'all kind of force me to be a little bit more responsible. Sometimes I'll just kind of like quickly look at something and I'll be like, yeah, it looks all right. But I feel like if I can't tell y'all why I'm getting in a trade and like support it, I shouldn't be making a trade. Let me go back to the SPY. Where's that? All right, so the SPY is still moving up. Let me come back down on a lower time frame, that 5 minute. Yeah, we're still respecting this trend. So right here, we could tell the trend was established, or we kind of saw the trend was established over here. We had our second opportunity to enter. I want to say I had said like 157 earlier, and now from that 157, it's up at 252. So when we were able to identify the trend, anyone who took that could have taken advantage of it. I'm not doing that because first off, I need to check my day trades take a look. All right, so I have 1 day trade available on the $100 account, and right now on I got all three on the Robinhood. All right, Young Holy 07. I got my chart on the same time as you and yours. Still looks different. What candle are you? Okay, which are you talking about, the SPY? If you're talking about the SPY, there are some things that you want to make sure you have kind of done. So looking at your chart, when it comes to the chart settings, if you come down here and click on the candles here, let me go up to the 4 hour for instance, just to make sure. All right, we got some data in 1 minute. But if we go to the 4 hour, you can see we have all these candles here. And if I come down, click the settings, come down, click the settings, and then come to session, you can see there's regular trading hours. If I click on regular trading hours, my chart kind of completely changes. There's this huge gap. But if I switch over, oh wait, hold up. If I click on this, click on session and do extended, I have more data. So turning on extended trading hours will, okay, so we're selling off, we got that data and we're selling off. So we may be in for more downside. All right, we'll have to watch SPY at this 550 level, but yeah, it might be time for downside. Let's see. So yeah, this is how you would expect a trend line to break or work. Whenever you break the trend line, it usually goes back to where the trend started. So this has been taken care of now. And we have a lot of support right here at this 550 level. So when we get the break of this 550 level, if we get the break, it's probably not a bad idea. That's probably not a bad place to go for puts. But yeah, as you can see, we still have a lot of buying pressure right here. So I would not say we're out of the woods yet. But Young Holy, I hope what I was able to say about the whole, settings and time thing, I hope that helped you. If not, if it's not the whole extended hours situation, I don't know what the issue is. All right, so we bought back up. Yeah, this could just be a sweep of liquidity as well. So also if we look right here on the 15-minute, we kind of bought up, and sometimes when we form liquidity, we'll come down real quick, we'll sweep something, and it'll just buy up real quick. So right now it looks like liquidity is being formed, and this is a move that is made. This is one of the ways the stock market traps you. So sometimes when you get these trend line breaks, recognize when you've made it to the next key level, because usually whenever you get to the next key level, that's usually when other money starts coming in and you'll see reversals and whatnot. So you could have made money real quick. Honestly, you probably wouldn't have got in right away. Maybe you got in right here and quickly rode it to here, but you had to take profits quickly. That's one of the reasons I don't like day trading as much, because sometimes it's like you get comfortable, and if you're not aware of it, Like if you don't know where the next key level is, or if you're not watching it, say someone comes in and talks to you or something, you miss your opportunity. So yeah, we'll see how this candle closes. If it closes like above the trend line, then this trend is still kind of being respected. But if not, I don't know. Yeah, as of right now, it looks like we're still moving up. PayPal. Did one of y'all just text me? I just got a text from a number that I do not know. It says hello. How'd y'all get my number? I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to say hello. I'm going to wave. I get like so many calls and texts that I don't know. And most of it's from my dad, because I have my dad's old number. And I'm probably about to I'm probably about to buy a new phone number. Yeah. It's like it looks like this may be an actual break in trend. This was like our little buyout from this area. But yeah, I'm probably about to get another phone. Like when this new iPhone comes out, or maybe a couple months after, I want to like let them fix everything first. But good morning. Good morning. What was I gonna say? But whenever they, what was I gonna say? I swear I just lose my train of thought sometimes. Whenever they drop this new iPhone, give it a little bit, I'll probably get a second phone. Then I'm gonna have two phones. But yeah, I'm not gonna be selling anything, if you know what I mean. All right, let's see. So we got the data. I'm gonna actually take a quick. Good morning, T-Bird. Appreciate it, and you're welcome. I'm just here, trading. Like it's cool being able to come in here. It's like it's also a little bit easier too, going live, because I don't necessarily. It's like I like to make videos every day, but I want to start working on other things as well, and still provide value, still help out, and still like pass on information. And I feel like I can just address it so much quicker here and not necessarily need to go through and edit. This allows me to take care of other things I need to. James with the good energy, good vibes. I love to laugh. Even though I know my voice I probably just seem like super chill. I would say I'm super chill, but like I like to laugh. It's like when I go see a movie, I like to go watch comedies. I'm not like too big on suspense or too big on like drama, anything like that. Okay, AAL. Let's take a look at AAL. All right, let's see what you're rocking with, Jaden. Okay, okay, we're on the 5 minute. Let me first pop out. It's kind of messy. Drop to the 1 hour. All right, so I'm going to show y'all how I shift through time frames. Oh, wait, hold up. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't work because I have two. Okay. So if you hit the comma button, here, and then just type in a number, this is how you can shift through different time frames. So for instance, if I wanted to look at it on the 1 minute, I hit 1, enter, 2. So yeah, I'm hitting comma, 5, comma, 6, comma, 7. Oh wait, comma, 7. And sometimes I'll do this till I just find a time frame I like, or find one that the candles look a bit nicer on. So like right here, oddly enough on the 9-minute chart, I would say this looks a little bit clearer. I can see there's kind of a trend here right now. We got a cross the upside. So honestly, not the worst place to take an entry on it. I do see there's kind of been a little move. But honestly, here, let's see where the next key level is. So we're up here at 1065, 67. Okay, that's on I think we're on a 9-minute. So all right, let me go back up to a 1 hour. So next key level is up here at like 1075. Then it's going to be about 1080. I have such a hard time in these kind of trades because they seem like they move so slow, but one, two, three. Pretty bullish candle. Let me look at the trend on the 1 hour. I'm not even, I don't know, it's like I can't justify the trade. Like it has potential, but I can't justify making that trade. All right, so the SPY looks like it is still going up. It kind of did its little test. Okay, but now what was once support is now resistance. So we'll see if it can get back above that line. Do I have a video teaching the basics of trading options? I'm trying to avoid more good faith violations. How many trades can you do per week? So kind of one thing I do is I will buy calls and puts on, or not calls and puts. What was I going to say? So one thing I do is I have two accounts. First off, Robinhood and Webull. And I do my trade between, or not Webull, Robinhood and Moomoo. I do my trades between the two of them. And a lot of times I will try to swing my trades. So there are 2 times in the day I kind of trade. So there is right now, and then maybe around like in the last hour or the last 2 hours of the day, I'll look and see if there is anything that looks like it is good for a swing tomorrow, like something for me to swing it into tomorrow. And as long as you don't buy and sell in the same day, it's not a day trade. So you're not really utilizing that good faith violation. So when it comes to do I have a video on the basics of trading options, I have like kind of playlists, and I do have videos, not necessarily one I can point to, but I do have videos. When it comes to the basics of trading options, there's kind of I would say there's kind of a good amount to consider. Like when it comes to trading options, I mean, first off, there's two kinds of accounts. Like if it's really a problem, like if trades are really a problem for you, switching to a cash account could be a benefit to you because with a cash account, you're not limited on day trades, you're just limited on your balance. So for instance, if you have $500, if your account is $500, say you can make five $100 trades in a day and then you're done trading for the day because you have to wait for your funds to settle. Or if you make one $500 trades, you're done for the day. It's it is you can day trade every day. It just depends on how much of that balance you use. So that's a one that most people will opt to go for whenever they are day trading, for instance, because just because of the fact of just because of the fact that you're not limited on day trades. I personally don't like it just because if there is a day when I see like really big opportunity and I want to go larger on a position and I take profit on the position and see more opportunity the other way, I want to be able to do it. So you said if you swing trade, would you have unlimited trades? So yes. Whenever you trade from one day to the next, as long as you don't buy it in the same day and sell it in the same day, it's not a day trade. And that is 100% okay. It's not going to count against you for the trades. One thing that you may notice on if you have Moomoo, if you go to your accounts page and look under where it says day trading, there are usually going to be numbers in there. It's going to range anywhere from 0 to 3. If the number to the left has a 0 or a 1, 0 means you have no day trades left, 1 means you have one day trade you can make, and then anywhere 2 or 3 means you have 2 or 3 day trades left. So the higher the more you have, or if that's green, you're good on your day trades. You can make a day trade. If it's yellow, you probably have 2 left. And then if it's orange, it's like be very, very cautious because you're probably about to run out of day trades. So it looks like right here that we kind of found some sort of temporary resistance right here at about like 250 from this like or 5250 to about like 275 area. Very short term resistance. That's on the 5 minute though. On the 10 minute, honestly, it looks like we're still going up. So we're just gonna let it rock. Come back, check out PayPal real quick. Okay, yeah, so Nvidia we're looking good on as well. Kind of like I didn't sell out at the bottom on the puts. I kind of sold out in this area, but on the calls I'm holding, if those want to like go up, run up here and test something up there, I'm 100% okay with that. Would love for Nvidia, or honestly, if Nvidia wants to run up and test this trend line and then decide to reverse after that, that would be pretty nice too. Honestly, like using these trend lines, they seem so simple, but it's like I've kind of incorporated them into my style. Like I started like looking at them earlier this year, and then I would say probably a few months ago I started using them more heavily, and it started making a lot more sense of things going on. It's saying, oh yeah, there is a trend line right there. Grind it out. Trust is worth it. Yeah. So the only thing I would say about like grinding out some of my videos though is sometimes when it comes to some of the trading strategies, they're good to know, but don't just rely on one of those. Like you see right now, I'm trading differently than I may have been talking in one of my videos. Like right now, I'm relying mostly on trend lines. I would say like it's very good right now. It's very simple, and oh, it holds up. It holds up pretty well. It's like some of the stuff I was talking about. Like if you see me talking about supplier and demand and market structure, that's a little bit higher level, and it's harder to understand. And it's like when you really see the big picture of things, it's like when it comes to market structure and supply and demand, the big struggle there is finding what time frame everything is happening on. So if you're not seeing what time frame it's happening on, which sometimes it could be happening on the month, sometimes the week, the 4 hour, and then every day you get stuff on the 5. Sometimes the 5 will run up to a level that is actually for the weekly chart. And when you hit something at the weekly chart, it'll seem like, whoa, just what just happened because you're on the 5 minute chart and it just jumped down like $5 or something out of nowhere. And that's because you're not paying attention to what's going on in the higher time frames. Whereas if you just look on look at trend lines, where if you just look at trend lines, it's gonna you can see the trend and when it's broken, and if you get out when it's broken or get in when it's broken, it'll usually work out. So stop limit or market stop, I think I prefer the market because whenever you have to do the whenever you have to do the stop limit, it's like you have to set a limit order, and that's not going to automatically sell you out. Whereas stop market, it's going to sell you out for whatever market price is, but you'll at least be out of the trade and you'll have money. Whereas the stop limit, it may not come to your price if you don't put it at the right price. If you do a stop limit, you need to make sure your limit price is lower than whatever the stop price is. Every teacher teaches differently. I've learned more from you than okay. Yeah, Keenan's he's cool. Like hey, Keenan does his thing. That's all I'm gonna say right there. It's like I like Keenan. It's like I think I'm still in this Discord. I think the only thing I would say is maybe he just needs to refresh the playlist. That's all. It's like the information is solid. It just may need to be refreshed. I think the thing is Keenan is great for like giving plays, whereas like he did the education kind of like at one point, and then it's like, all right, I've taught you how to do it. Now you do your thing. Whereas I'm more constant with the education and less pushing forward with the plays. Like I think the main thing I love about Keenan is like that man goes crazy on the research. Like he's always researching something different, and it's like I just look at the technicals. It's like you can throw something in front of me and I can kind of give you a breakdown on it, but it's like I just look at a few and I kind of just like you see I got this list right here. Every now and then, something new may join the list or get kicked off the list, but yeah. All right. Yep. So when it's something I don't understand fully, I study it myself, then come back to watch it. That's the way you should do it. That's the way to do it. That's how you grow. Oh, definitely. Some videos were from 2021, 2022. Yeah, with Keenan, like I remember seeing like that he put those education videos in, and I was working at like Amazon. I was working at like one of the factories where they have like the robots on the floors, and the robots come to you with these big like shelf things, and it's like you're sticking. Oh, you're putting the product in the shelves. So it's like I would sit there, I would listen to podcasts. I would kind of trade too. There were points I was, I think I think maybe it was 2021. There were points whenever Google had a stock split, Amazon had a stock split. I was able to ride those stock splits of like 10, 20K. I think I would throw like $1,000 in the trade and they would run up. Honestly, at those point in times, I was making a lot more money trading than I am right now. But also, I put a lot more in. It's like I've been trading a lot smaller this year. I think it's mostly because I've been having to use a lot more of my money, though. It's like when I was working at Amazon, when I had a job, I didn't have to use as much of my money. And now I have to use more of my money. So I have less to trade and play with. I have to withdraw from it a lot more than I'd like to. Both of you are great. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I like to think so. I like to stay humble, but you know, I try to keep my head up. Try to do this positive self talk. I'm gonna say you're pretty great too. Out here spreading positivity. So when we get sell offs like this, I really just like to see if there's anything that I'm interested in kind of on sale. Like we got a little sell off on Palantir. I want to look at it on the weekly real quick. See how much of a pullback that was, how relevant. Because whenever we get like the test of this trend line again, I'm gonna make another Palantir purchase. But we didn't really pull that close. I want to be in this kind of discount area right now. It's still kind of the premium area. Yeah, but going on, looking back at the SPY, so we did kind of hold up. Like as of right now, we are holding up at this 550 area. Say we come back up here to retest this area of resistance at like 554 or whatever. Oh, the market's been playing games with us. Looking at the 4 hour chart on the SPY, one thing I do notice is it looks like we are about to cross to the downside. So say maybe we end up coming back, retesting this. If we get that cross to the downside, hey, expect some more pain. Can I turn up my mic? I need to, yeah, I need to figure out how. All right, so I'm in OBS. No, that's something I need to figure out how to do. I can talk louder. Uh, Desktop audio. Here, let me turn it up. You might hear some echo just so I can. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to go grab headphones just so I can test the audio myself because honestly, I can't even hear what I sound like. Give me a second. So gloomy outside where I am. All right, Carson, give me a moment. I'm gonna try to figure out this audio. I've been scared to touch the audio because last time that I did, it started echoing. So bear with me. Let's see. Test, test. I don't even hear it through my headphones. Okay, going back to YouTube. Okay, yeah, I do sound kind of quiet. Okay, so I do see the sliders in OBS, but just so you see what I see, there is desktop audio, there's Mac OS screen capture. Here, let me try this mic aux real quick. Test, test. I'm not sure if that's any different. Let me slide that up a little bit. All right, so I slid it up. Honestly, yeah, it doesn't even look like it's doing anything. Oh, you know what? I forgot there's a button on my microphone. I don't even know why I didn't. Okay. Oh, Carson, I didn't even realize it's you, bro. I didn't even know that was you. It's like sometimes I see the names on here, didn't even realize. Hey, what is up, family? Glad you made it to the stream. All right, so yeah, looking back at this, okay, I gotta take these headphones out of my ear because I keep hearing myself echo. Looks like we have broken this trend on Nvidia, so Nvidia does look like it's going to make a move to the upside. I want to see it. Here, I'll drop down to a lower time. Oh, hold on, wrong chart. I want to see Nvidia kind of break this. I want to see a complete close above this 108 area before playing to the upside, but this might be my upside play for the day. Or this might be the trade I'm watching for today. I kind of like this one. Like upside on Nvidia for the small account. And it is. And then going back to the SPY. SPY is technically trending up on the day. I mean, still finding a lot of resistance in this area, but I like that too. Ooh, Neo. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, hold up. that's a nice little pop on Nvidia. I might let me see how they're doing. And real quick, I want to find sock cell and drag it up there as well, because instead of playing Nvidia, I might grab some sock cell calls on the small account. All right, so sock cell. Oh no, they're kind of pricey. Look at Nvidia. All right, so I'm targeting about this 112 area. I'm gonna go for a 114 call on Nvidia. Well, wait, actually, let me see if we can get a solid trend real quick. I might hold off a little bit. We'll see if we can get a pullback to this trend line. So I'm watching that trend line now on Nvidia. So I'm not gonna do anything yet. All right, so there was a request for Neo, I believe. Yeah, let's take a look at Neo. Oh, wrong. Let's take a look at Neo. All right, so I'm definitely gonna have to look at this on a higher time frame. Let's 4 hour. Okay, so yeah, there's a trend on Neo. Let's see. So looks like it's kind of crossing into like an uptrend territory. Let me zoom out to the weekly real quick. So still in a downtrend on the weekly. Right here, looks like it's about to test resistance in about this 443 area. But personally, like right here, let's honestly from, it's like if you swung this, honestly, this isn't anything personally I would like really be attracted to for options, just because of the moves are kind of small. I think I would rather trade like if you want something that moves kind of like price wise, or if you want something that kind of costs similarly where you have price moves, you have something like a Pfizer where you 219 down to like 218. Can't hear me now? Oh, you're saying no volume. Okay. Okay. Appreciate it, Carson. Big time appreciate it. We did make a trade though yesterday, and we took profits at the beginning of the day from some trades we took yesterday. No, yeah, I didn't know what was being said with the volume either at first. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this trend line we had. I'm gonna draw a new one, or maybe try to look at a different time frame. Yeah, like on a 15, that looks like it might hold up. Let's see. See if we can get a pullback on Nvidia. Honestly, the contracts, the calls didn't look too expensive. think I would like a good little pullback. Looks like it's heading up, and normally I grab the next week, but do you get in on some Lulu? So when it comes to Lululemon, it's like I am watching Lululemon, but no, I haven't traded Lululemon because if you go to Lululemon and you look at their options, you'll see they'll have a wide kind of bid to ask spread. Let me see. So like for this week, if you go to the 255 call, the bid is 355 and the ask is $4. So that's a $45 difference right there just between the two. And it looks like we are getting some volume because we got a little pop on the SPY. SPY came right here, touched the trend line. And NVIDIA, like it touched over here, but I didn't draw it until it kind of popped up over here. So it probably would have been good if I did get in on that call. Let me check on the call that we have from yesterday real quick. All right, so that call we grabbed yesterday. Wait. We are, oh, what's that? We're up on the day for it. Down though. Can you give, okay, so SMCI, I am still kind of trying to figure out what it is SMCI is doing. This is one I analyze on my own. Here, actually, let me, want to keep NVIDIA up because I'm watching that. But yeah, SMCI, this is still one I'm trying to figure out myself. So it's like I haven't fully been able to figure SMCI out. So it's like if we start on the weekly chart, it looks like looking on the weekly, I would say this does not look good because they have this trend on the weekly over here. They got all these touch points right here, and this should have held up. This has been support going back to April of 2023. Just last week, we kind of broke below that. We'll kind of see how this one ends up closing, but if we don't get back above this 260, there's a good chance we come back down to 280. So we'll see kind of how it does, but that's how it looks on the weekly. On the daily, oh, right now it's just, here, let's see. Don't really have too much to say about it. It's like not just super clear to me. So this is, once again, this blue line is that weekly, and then we have this trend line to the downside, but then we kind of traded and popped above it. So we're still above this trend line and below this trend line. So right now, while we're between those, I just kind of watch. But looking at the EMAs, they're crossed to the downside, and that's all I can say. So right here, here, let me look at the news. So they're catching some downgrades right now. Because they had that delayed filing. But yeah, as of right now, I don't really have too much to say about it. Like, is one I'm looking, like I own a little bit of it and I'm taking the L on it. But if should it come down or keep coming down, I'm interested to see like what their filing looks like when that actually gets filed. And if it's not a scam, I'll probably continue to add in and purchase it. Yeah, so I'm just looking for a pullback on NVIDIA, and this will probably be something I try to ride today on this small account. Let me actually look at it on a 15. Yeah, we're still bullish. Yeah, so remember, right at open, it's like it looked like the SPY was coming down. Just know whenever you come to like these big key levels like 550, if we end up at 540, just know there is going to be some level of relief, some kind of, return to the mean. The stock market doesn't move in straight lines. It'll run up, it'll have pullbacks, run up, pullback. So it's like that move the SPY made yesterday. That was a large move. We had this run up. Now it's time for our pullback. So. This NVIDIA trade may just take off without me though. Thing is, I'd be a professional trader if new. Honestly, yeah, me too. That was so. I would say up to about like maybe a year or two ago. Like I've been trading for, I would say going on 6 years now. And when I first started trading, I just traded using news. And there are times, like if you can get it right away, there are times that works and that'll actually do something. But it's like these days, now that there are especially like a lot more people trading options and whatnot, the stock market is much more manipulated. You'll notice they try to do all the big movements after hours whenever options aren't available to be traded, so people can't take advantage of it, and there'll just be all these insiders who have all this information and they'll make trades off of it, and you won't know why something is moving, and then it'll come out that, oh, this thing happened and you don't know. Yeah, so no, yeah, there's so much manipulation that goes on. So it's like the better you are at seeing their tricks, the better chance you have in winning in this casino. It's like if you can stack the odds in your favor, then there's a chance for you to take some of that. So here, looking at the SPY, one of the things that I've been saying the majority of the day is, here, let me put this one back on the video. But one of the things that I've been saying for the majority of the day is for the SPY. Wait, hold up. One of the things I've been saying for the majority of the day is that for the SPY, we kind of have this kind of 554, 555 area as resistance. So we'll have to kind of watch out for that today. Let's actually go up to the 15. So looking for a supply zone on the, since we're on the 15-minute chart. Kind of like look right here to this area, this 554.80. Now there's nothing saying that we're going to respond to this area, but this would be a good area to kind of, it's like if we see a reaction, like don't be surprised, because last time we were here, we sold down from about 556 and the trend pretty much continued down to 449 or 549. But yeah, we're still respecting this trend line. Yeah, that's crazy though. I didn't even think about the fact, like going back to y'all talking about the mic, I didn't even think about the fact that there's a button I could push on this mic and I had it kind of limited because of the way the audio was coming out on my camera, but as I plug into other, I guess, output sources, it responds differently. Okay, so we're getting a little pullback on NVIDIA. Oh wait, hold up. This could be a good potential chance. So I might take a little chance for an entry somewhere right here. Let's see. Draw that, slide that over. Set my stop, maybe about 750 or so. And we'll target, say target's there. Real quick, let me see what the options contracts are looking like. So I'm gonna go for a 114 call. Pay 170 for it, or pay 71 for it. All right, so I grabbed that. And yeah, now I'm in the trade on NVIDIA. And that's going to be for the $100 account. Looking at Intel, this is the trade that we hopped in yesterday. And this was kind of how we wrote it. I think we wrote it to about like right there today. Intel right now, oh, so it's like Intel came where my lowest, where my target was. The only lower target would have been about down here. So Intel is kind of moving the way I would expect. Hold up, let's see. Looking at Intel, here, let's see. Oh, as of right now, Intel just, it looks like it's trending down, but it's trending up on a shorter time frame. So going down to the 5-minute, we just got across the upside. And right here, this kind of looks like almost a double top, but I would expect this to kind of continue up and just ride the trend. So it's like it's not necessarily something I would try to get in right now, but looking at it, I would just try to continue riding the trend right now. So my thoughts on Intel, I don't have too many right now. It's like right now that I have taken an entry on NVIDIA, I'm a little bit biased now. It's like the majority of my thoughts are going towards NVIDIA now. So yeah, got it. So I heard about a minute ago, but I wanted to re-ask in case I misunderstood you. In most cases, do you hold a contract for more than a day? So yeah, most times I do. I do have a day trade today. So if NVIDIA runs up, and if NVIDIA runs up to a point where I want to take profit on it today, I will do that. But the majority of time, I will, like, hopefully I am out of this trade by tomorrow because this is a short week. I bought the one for this week's expiration, the one that expires on Friday. So because of that, I want to be out as soon as possible. But it was kind of the same thing with Intel yesterday. We'll kind of see. I'm watching the stop loss. I'm watching the take profit. Honestly, my intention is to swing it into tomorrow. I'm not expecting this to just jump up here all of a sudden. So we'll see. Unless it wants to. Like if this candle just wants to jump up here, it's like, okay, I might take profit. But No, yeah, since I'm just trading with a small account, just trying to grow it because we're the result of what we do every day. So it's not about making these large, gargantuan profits. It's about continuously, stacking good habits. All right, Rick, curious if you look at the Greeks or how that data figures into your strategy. So typically, I'll look at the Greeks. So if I'm going to swing something, like I didn't do it with this contract, but I could kind of tell the contracts weren't crazy expensive. But typically, if I'm going to swing something and it's something I don't normally trade and I don't know how the contracts are, I will look at the data to see how much I can expect to lose from today till tomorrow just from holding the contract. But beyond that, I don't look at it too heavily. Sometimes, if I'm like, oh yeah, what is my potential profit making potential? I will look at the delta and see, like, oh yeah, how much can I make if this goes up this much? But I don't look at the Greeks too heavily, but I do look at them from time to time. They do play a factor. It's like just whenever there's a contract that I'm familiar with, it is going to be something that I don't need to look at it. So maybe looking at them ahead of time, especially if it's something that you intend to ride, pay attention to that. It's like for me, I personally like right now I'm grabbing contracts for this Friday because it's a smaller account. But usually if the contracts are cheap enough, I would like to at least get the next week's Friday so I don't have to worry as much about data if I'm just planning on staying in it for like a day or so. Okay, cool, I got you. Love seeing that it's never a one size fits all situation. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Yeah, come on, ask all the questions, get your learning in. I would love to see you one day and see you. I mean, I already see you pretty successful, but see you successful with the options trading too, providing for the family and everything. It's like I want to see the whole family eating, bro, and I want it to be because of what you learned. And it's like the more ask questions you ask, the more likely you are to get some answers. All right, so looking at that Nvidia contract, that call we bought today, hey, we're up 12% on. Not bad. I'll take it. Sensei Manual. Hey, that's me. Sensei, I guess. Right now, fun fact, I am learning Japanese on Duolingo. I want to go to Japan and I want to take like a solid like at least like a month in Japan and like go around and like yeah, just go around and actually know what's up. Check out their islands. Oh, okay, Oliver. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, when you going to Japan? I know you said next year, but oh, that's exciting. Who brought that up? Was that you or your fiance? Was that like something mutual? Cause it's like my wife and I we just did like 8 months in Europe, and that was like predominantly my wife who pushed for that. But we both have a good time, or had like a really good time. Um, oh, hold on, this Nvidia call. Hey, we're up 20%, so that's solid. Okay, all right, that's always been a dream. Hey, yeah, I feel like most, like a lot of dudes. I don't know, like what if y'all watch like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto or anything like that, but I feel like a lot of a lot of like guys growing up like watch stuff like that, and it's kind of been woven into our culture out here too during cherry blossom season. So around the end of March and beginning of okay, yeah, it's like I want to see some of that too. But what was I gonna say? Oh, AOT Attack on Titan. I haven't like seen that, but it's like I hear it's really good. Maybe at some point. But what was I gonna say? Cherry blossom season. Yeah, it's like me when I travel, I like to be there when not many people are there, but I also like want to be there. It's like I'm also cool with getting up early before everyone gets up and like just chilling the rest of the day. So if we go and we go for a month, it's like yo, it's not necessarily the worst for me to go when there are a bunch of people there. It was her decision, and you mess with the idea. Hey, that's cool too. No, yeah, my wife did not push for it, but it's like I've definitely been like showing her a lot of stuff, and she's definitely been sliding more on board with it. And it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's kind of crazy. A lot of countries have all these things that people don't realize they have. Like, honestly, here in America, you can probably have the whole Europe experience without leaving America. It just probably costs a lot more money doing it here than it would there. So, but flying over there would be expensive. So, kind of just pick your poison. All right, so looks like the spy once again coming up to test the 554 area. So yeah, grabbing a call from that first. I think when we first initiated and founded the trend around this like one or this 551, 57 area, the trend had legs. It may go further because I would like to see this Nvidia. Like if we watch Nvidia, let's see where. Okay, so we actually may find some resistance right here on Nvidia. So here, I'm gonna watch this trend on Nvidia. We're gonna stay here. We're gonna watch. I think some of my we'll watch the trend right here on Nvidia. And as long as I'm gonna set an alert on this trend line, as long as we stay above, I'm going to stay in this. But yeah, we should like 110 is the first area we should find resistance on this. Let me slide this stop loss up. Slide it up to about 108. So now risk reward is going to be about is 4 or 4.5. All right. You planned out our whole itinerary. Oh, that's exciting. 2.5 weeks. Tokyo, Kyoto, Naga, Osaka. Hey, that's what's up. Yeah, there is like so much culture out there. It's like I don't think I could like live there long term, but like yeah, you definitely need some time to go out there and experience everything. No, yeah, that's real exciting, man. Happy for y'all. I was like, if I already had that plan, I would probably not be able to sleep at night. Like even right now, even though it's like so many months away, like I probably wouldn't be able to sleep at night already having that planned. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to Japan. So excited for you, bro. But yeah, I want to get my language up a little bit more first before going out there. So yeah, I'm on the Duolingo. Also doing a little bit on YouTube too. Okay, Casey going to Thailand. Okay, that's what's up too. I want to get out there too. I know it's hey the dollar definitely goes a lot further out there in Thailand. Thailand looks like a nice little move too. I want to get out there too. Yeah, honestly, I want to go everywhere. Okay, so we're still moving on up. And let's keep the trend going, strong. So I would like to take this time to highlight just strategy. Now I'm going to say this strategy doesn't always work. This is, we're going off of, do I manually set my stop losses? So right here, while I'm in front of the chart, while I'm actually watching the trade myself, I am the stop loss. But if I were to step away, for instance, with this NVIDIA trade we're looking at, let's see. If I were going to set a stop right now, let me just pretend, go in, hit sell, click on, I would do a stop market, and I think I bought it for like 71. So I would probably do a stop market if I were really trying to leave right now. I'd probably do it at 80 just because I want to keep my profit. But no, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch this trade for now. It's like for the most part, I like to watch my trades through. I'll take my profits in the morning. And okay. You said, or do I do it through TradingView? So no, I chart it in TradingView. That way, for instance, if I want to go back and like make a video or show someone like kind of the trade I took today, I can say I got in right here at about 108.67, and it was about 9:45 when I took the trade. And then if I ended up getting out, I would have it stop right here. And I would be like, oh, I got out at about 10 a.m. or 10:05 or something. But yeah, this is just kind of where the target is, or so that's where I'm targeting, or potentially up here. As long as we hold this trend, I'll probably just keep riding it. Oh, let me check on my Moomoo. Okay, so that call I got yesterday was still down on it, but I am up on the day. We're doing all right on the day on Moomoo. We're up 13%. And then on the Robinhood, let's see. Hey, Robinhood, we're up. Oh, I thought we'd be up more on the Robinhood, but we're up 13% on Robinhood as well today. And then that call we took today, we're up 26%. So yeah, we ain't here making money. We're doing all right. Need to plug in my computer. It's about to die. I used to have like a setup, like kind of like a desk setup and everything. I kind of miss it. Like right now, I'm sitting at like a little, like honestly, like one of the cheapest IKEA desk setups you can get with just like the little cheap legs. Probably one of the cheapest tabletops, and I got a MacBook Pro, like the M1 Max, but starting to get a little outdated. No, it's like it's this thing's still a beast, but it's starting to get a little, starting to find some hiccups in software and everything. So I want like the setup where I can actually stream, because I got like my computer or my laptop here. I got my iPad here to kind of like monitor for sound and like just see what's going on in the chat. And let's see. All right, so we found a little resistance at this 554.36 area. All right, some philosophies suggest that a simple, yes, that is, I big time agree with you. Yeah, I don't want it to be too complicated. I do want it to be better, but I don't want it to be too complicated either. But honestly, with the way I'm set up here, like I do want to keep things simple. And like looking at what my wife wants, she's talking about getting like the pink Mac, and I'll probably share it with her. So it's like I'm not trying to just have this pink Mac in my setup. How can you tell what price you got in on Robinhood? So I would actually have to go to here. Let me try to walk through it right now. So when it comes to telling what price I got in the trade, so if you go to the actual option, if you it'll scroll down, you see it says your position, then it says contracts, and then it shows average cost, and that's going to be the price you got in. So yeah, it shows my average cost is 71. We're currently testing this trend line right now, but it's just on the 5 minutes, so I kind of want to see if it's a fake out or not. Also, what specifics did I use to make that 114 call? That was a specific. So what did I say? Okay, so I was initially I think I was looking on the 5 minute. Okay, it looks like we're trying to get below that. But I think I was looking on the 5 minute and I was like, okay, it looks like there's a little resistance right here at the 108 level. And I said, okay, if we break below this 108 level, I'll start looking for an entry. And then after we broke through on this candle, I was like, okay, let's try to find a trend. I found this trend right here. And I was like, okay, let's wait for us to pull back to this trend. And we didn't necessarily pull back, but we traded sideways, which allowed the contract to get a little cheaper. And yeah, I think I'm about to. Here, let me look at it on a 10 minute. Yeah, I think I'm about to cut out right here because we broke through support and now support's becoming resistant. So this looks like the chance opportunity for an exit for this trade. So I'm going to close out. I'm going to sell out. We took it from 71 to 84. So I sold out, took profit at 84, $14 profit right there. And or 13 or 14, something in that range. All right, so I took profit, and the reason that I decided to take profit right here, let me close out. It could end up going back up, and it probably will, but just for day trading sake, we came down here, we broke it, and now once we broke below, this line of support became resistance. And now that it's resistance, this is what's pushing it down. So that's just kind of, I guess I would say kind of textbook. So I guess we'll kind of close it out right there. I'm gonna say that's the definition of not being greedy. It's not about making big profits every day. Just coming in and just doing this on the day to day, this will add up, stack up. You can add more contracts over time. Like we made 14 off one contract, so you got 10. That's 140. That's solid money right there. So yeah, I guess we're gonna close it out there for the day. I'm probably gonna go like stretch and not exercise too heavily because I got like a 5K to run tomorrow. But hey, that's gonna do it for the day. Okay, you said did I get out of? Oh no, the other calls I have, the larger calls, I'm the ones I have in Moomoo. No, I'm still holding on to those. Those expire next week. But when I'm trading with less money and less time, I I don't want to I don't want to play with that because it's like whenever you lose momentum on a trade and it doesn't have time, that will go down. But the trades, the ones I have in Moomoo, let me go over real quick. The the Nvidia calls, the 111 Nvidia calls that I purchased that expire on the 13th, I am still holding. They are worth 335. I'm down 60 from when I bought it, but I also made 144 on those puts that went against them yesterday. So overall, on that little situation, I'm up $84. Before I close this out, any more questions or anything? All right, family. Want y'all to go out there, have a blessed day. If you're in Dallas, Texas, or anything, I know it's a gloomy day, but hey, smile. All right, so yeah, that's gonna do it for the day, family. Let's get this bread. Appreciate it, Carson. All right, I'll be catching y'all. Let me sign off.